We begin with the battle brewing over proposed budget cuts and possible job loss.
Bexar County may slash the staffs of 4 constable precincts in half, but the constables don't think their service should be on the chopping block.
Eyewitness News reporter Marvin Hirsch has more on the economics and the emotions.
Bexar County leaders are considering reducing the number of constables on their payroll. The proposal would devote deputy constables to civil actions like bailiff duty, eviction notices, or seizing property to settle a debt. Fines associated with criminal warrants would be handled by a third-party vendor, already under contract. Constables are calling this defunding the police.
We're watching something that's been played out for over a period of time with Commissioner's Court being anti-law enforcement. In this particular case, they're taking advantage of COVID to believe the county commissioner's narrative that we are in a fiscal crisis.
Bexar County Manager David Smith says there's a $15 million reduction in revenue for the county this year.
This is a tough budget. I mean, this is not a nice to have kind of budget.
Eliminating constable positions is just one recommendation to present a balanced budget. According to Smith, an annual review of the precinct's workload, which does not include COVID-19 months, shows a decrease. In fact, Smith says a 15% drop. He recommends cutting 38 positions from their 69-person workforce to save more than $2.7 million. Smith says their analysis, past and present, points in the same direction.
This year, it's still saying those positions that we said could have been cut in previous years because of declining workload are still not justified based on the workload.
It seems like they don't care about these officers that we have. They've been performing the best they can with what they have.
The constables have numbers too. Their figures show a workload increase now that eviction moratoriums are lifted. And all 4 precincts say they generate close to $4.4 million for the county. But the county says that they can get that same revenue using their contracted vendor. And the vendor doesn't cost the taxpayer one dime.
It's a shame for them to be doing what they're doing.
The constables get to voice their concerns to county leaders before the final budget decision could be made on September 15th. Marvin Hurst, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
If approved by county commissioners, displaced deputy constables would have a shot at filling vacancies at the county jail at their same salary for 1 year.